Hi all, I'm Shubham from Informatica GCS team, and in this video, we'll see how we can use Python transformation in CDI Advanced mappings. This is the agenda. We'll see a brief overview of Python. We'll see how we can set up Python, followed by a demo. So, as we know, right, Python in today's world, we don't need to have any formal intro. So it's a high-level interpreted programming language known for its simplicity and readability. Some of its features are ease of learning and use, versatility, extensive standard library, community and ecosystem, and cross-reference compatibility. Python's popularity has grown significantly, making it one of the most widely used programming language in data science, artificial intelligence, web development, and automation. Its clear syntax and robust capabilities continue to attract developers. So these are some mandatory points um, which you should be having, or which you should take a note while if you want to use Python transformation. So first of all, Python transformation should be used in CDI Advanced, and you need to make sure you are having appropriate licenses. And you can't use Python transformation with a Graviton enabled cluster. So Python transformation allows you to define transformation functionality using Python language. Yeah. So these are the steps which needs to be followed if you want to install and configure Python and use it in CDI advanced mappings. So first of all, you need to make sure that the runtime environment has access to an installation of Python and the reference resource files if you are using them. You need to install the prerequisite packages on the secure agent machine. In the upcoming slides, we'll see all these steps one by one in detail. Then you need to download the version of Python that you want to use. Then we need to prepare the installation directory. We need to compile it. Then we need to set environment variables. And we need to verify whether the installation has been correctly done. Then we need to set up the third-party libraries or Python libraries which you want to use in your mapping, or which you want to which you want to use it in your Python code to be used in Python transformation. And then we need to copy them in secure agent machine paths. So if you are using third-party libraries, you want to access them in Python code, then in the mapping task, you need to add the advanced session property, and you need to specify the locations of the Python installation directory in Python executable. So below is one example. So this is how you need to set the session property. You need to select the advanced.custom.property in the session property mapping task, and you need to set this like below. The next step will be to set up to install the prerequisite packages. So the below packages like OpenSSL, zlib, libpy, these needs to be installed as a prerequisites. These can be installed using these commands. The next step will be to download the Python version which you want to use, and below commands like wget you can use, and then you can untar it. The next step will be to set up the directory. And you can create a Python 3 directory, and then you can set up the working directory. The next step will be to compile the Python, and here we will be compiling it under the directory which we have created newly, Python 3. After that, we need to build it using make and make install commands. The next step will be to set up the environment variables. So we need to set up Python home, and then we need to set LG library path, and we need to set the path variable as given in the slide. The next step will be to verify the Python installation. So you need to verify the Python installation by going to the Python home directory, and then by checking it if it is having the necessary folders. Now, if you want to use Python libraries as part of Python code used in Python transformation, you can install them using these commands pip install. Once all these steps are done correctly, you can now move the Python home, the contents of Python home folders in the secure agent paths. So you can create a directory in secure agent home ext if it is not existing, and then you can execute the cp-r command to copy the contents of Python home into this created directory under secure agent home ext. You can verify the contents of the folders by going to this directory secure agent home ext Python directory. Now we'll see a quick demo on executing these commands. Now we'll execute commands one by one, which we have seen in our slides. The first step will be to check if we have installed all the prerequisite packages. Now we need to get the Python. Here in this video, we are taking Python 365. So executing this wget command should get a tar file in the directory from which you are executing the commands. So yeah, now we need to untar this tar file. So once done, we should now see a directory created Python 365. Yeah, we navigate to this directory. Should have these folders. The next step will be to create a directory. We'll use this directory while executing compile command. So Python 3, once this is done, we can now set up our working directory, and if you want, you can validate if it has been exported correctly. Once this is done, the next step will be to compile the Python and build it. So we'll move to this directory, and then we'll execute this command to compile it. So here we are using the Python 3 directory, like we are compiling it under Python 3 directory, which we have created it. So compile it, and the next step will be to build it. As you can see, compilation is finished. Next step will be to build it. I'll execute make, and then we'll execute make install. Once it's built, we'll now set up some required environment variables. I'll execute this command to set up Python home. And now the next step will be to update the LD library path and the path variable. If you want to validate the value, you can validate the value of Python home. Yeah. The next step will be to install the libraries which you need. So just go inside our Python home directory. We'll just go inside our Python home directory and then we'll execute these commands, install the libraries which are needed. Once this is done, we will now copy these all in secure agent paths. So we'll create a directory in our secure agent home. So this is my secure agent home, root infra agent, and here you need to create a directory under ext for Python if it is not present already. So here for me it is not present, so I'll create a directory for Python. Now we'll copy all the files from our Python home directory to this path. So I'll execute this command where I'll pass the value of my secure agent installation directory, which is root infra agent. Once this is done, you can validate the required files and folders are copied. Yes, those are copied. That's all you need to do to configure and set up Python for using it in Python transformation. Once all the configurations are done, now we are ready to run the mapping in Python transformation. So I have logged into my IDMC console. I have created a mapping using sources and targets as S3, and this is the Python transformation which I am using. For demo purpose, I have taken the sample code which is present in our document Python transformation user guide, and this will just add one field in the target S3 file. So let me just run the mapping. Please make sure to execute this mapping with the runtime environment, which is set to advanced configuration. I have clicked on run. And yeah, so my mapping is starting. It's starting. So the mapping is successful now. That's all for the demo. You can refer this document Python transformation user guide. It will be having all the steps to installing and configuring Python and how we can use this in Python transformation in our advanced mappings. We would love to hear from you. You can mail us at support@informatica.com or you can follow tts.twitter.com infra support. Thank you.